this nib is more firm compared to, let's use the, hey, what's up everyone? Thank you so much for coming back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you a bit about, I have to say it was one of the very most difficult things for me to get down. Is the lighting good? Can you see? It was a very difficult thing for me to get down when I had first started out with, like, you know, I wouldn't say first started out, when I first started taking brush lettering and calligraphy seriously, you know, really working on progressing and getting better. And it was using brush pens with a soft nib. And hold on, I got one more brush pen to grab. Okay, got it. Soft nib brush pens they could be very frustrating to the point where you just say, I don't care to use soft brush pens. Just let me use a brush pen with a firm nib that doesn't require as much practice. Even though it does require some practice, the soft nib brush pens require a lot more, and they require a lot more control compared to this firm nib brush pen. You see how this writes? This nib is more firm compared to, let's use the Zig. I almost dropped it there. Am I nervous? The Zig, without me stuttering, clean color real brush pen. And you will see how soft it is. If you write fast, it's not going to be as thick as that, but if you write slow, you will see. Alright, so the way how I went about learning to use a soft nib brush pen was first doing drills. The drills are just a wave. You could either do them loose like this without I didn't mean to draw a line, without a guideline. And another good drill to do is the tornado. I'm not sure what the actual name is for it. I've just seen my other friends that are calligraphers do, and from an old script book that I have. And kind of think about it, I haven't looked at that book in a very long time. Because doing these drills, it really helps you get down it helps you build the muscle and the hand coordination, all while getting used to a nib that is not a very firm nib. And it requires a lot more patience. Each nib is different. Like the softness of this nib is different compared to the Zig Real Color. And this Zig Cocoriol letter pen, the ink flows different. All of the ink flows different out of these. I believe this is, I don't think this is disposable. It's not refillable. This is refillable. I'm not too sure about this, but it has a cartridge where you could take this whole thing out and replace it. So we're gonna do the same drills, but we're gonna use, you see the length on this nib, how much longer it is. And the ink flows very good. Alright, so you get the idea with doing the drills. And don't think that these drills are only good for soft nib brush pens. They also are good for like the very popular Tombow dual tips, Crayola washables. Any other brush pen is good to do similar drills, helps you get down better control. Alright, so with writing a word with soft nib brush pens, let's write, what could we write? Let's write calligraphy, for example. You're going to start out at, well, it just depends on how you write. This is how I go about doing it. And you see how shaky these lines are? That is simply because I have not been practicing a lot using my soft nib brush pens. And you're gonna have that more than if you were to use a firmer nibbed brush pen. And also another thing to get to learn, well, not to learn, obviously to learn, to practice with is learning nib control. And that's with applying pressure and developing your coordination. And you can learn also that the way how you flick and enter and exit a point determines a lot with how your work is going to look. So I'm just freestyling it here a bit. And you see all the movement and motion and thicks and thins. That is because I was able to do it with a soft nibbed brush. Alright, and the last thing, we're going to use a different brush pen here. Well, we're going to switch back to, I believe this is a Pentel. I bought it a while ago, but please bear with me. One thing to also not forget is how whenever you press down, the hairs split. You may think, what the hell is the point of me having one of these brush pens? But it's okay. Don't throw it away. Keep that brush pen because you can get some very expressive work, or you can get very, very fine work. But back to what I was trying. See, I almost got off track there. About how when the hairs on the end of the brush pen are splitting, easiest way to put them back together is just to roll them. And just put the pen down and roll it, and they're back together. And I'm going to show you that with the other brush pens as well, just to show you that it doesn't just work for one brush pen. Same with this one. I'm spread see the hairs, how they're all spread apart. I'm gonna roll it, and they're all back together. And for the last one, I'm gonna do the same thing. See the hairs all, let me get it more split and opened. Same thing, you just gotta roll it. Roll it one more time, and they're all back together. So, with that said, I definitely recommend at least picking up one soft brush pen and just to have in your arsenal, and it will help you develop your skills even more. I'm beginning to really like how they turned out. It makes me want to take it even further and clean it up a bit.
Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget there's more info in the description box below.